that randomly, like, disconnects or something. So I'm just like, that just interrupts everything. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, you want to hear the random thought I had?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and the root trees are dead is very much like Return of the Obra Dinn in terms of what you actually find out and how you solve the game. Like, I'm pretty sure it's explicitly stated that, like, we were inspired by Return of the Obra Dinn, a great game. But also, Blue Prince, which I've also been playing, and also intend to return to, is sort of like the other half of Obra Dinn, where you're wandering around and admiring the art direction of the scenery whilst you solve puzzles. So there's that as well.
Only we can combine the two things into one game.
Nah. It's a deconstruction. It's so crazy that I'm like 2 hours into this puzzle game, and they're still giving me hints on how to solve these puzzles, which are completely like mathematically constricted puzzles, by the way. It's not like they came up with a new type of puzzle. They're just like, by the way, once you've found out how many of those things go in one of those things, you can just fill that in, buddy. I'm like,
really...
yeah.
I guess it's deep on Wurld. It's an awful lot more.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't really catch it.
I was saying that's 33 guesses deep on Wurld. And that it was all falling apart.
You're playing Wordle now?
Yeah.
Alright. Fair enough.
A little stuck on whoever did. It's like, I don't know how to find out more information.
Yeah, that can happen.
It's like, I know it's gotta be around here somewhere, but I don't know.
Odin, my Obra for a din. Does that help?
Yeah.
Thanks. Really gave me the boost of confidence I needed to continue with this sham of a life. There we go. I think, I don't really have anything I need to do. Wait a minute. Do I have something I need to do? What day is it? What is the calendar day?
It's originally Wednesday.
I need to reschedule a meeting. And then I won't have anything I need to do.
Nice.
People have stopped showing up to my meetings, which is fine by me, but it does kind of make me wonder why we've scheduled them, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to go to
I
the
mean,
meetings.
So like, who's scheduling these meetings?
Well,
That's my question.
I mean, the full story is like my boss was like, can you like throw some meetings on so we can connect with you? And I was like, yeah, no problem. But I'm primarily supposed to connect with another guy, my coworker, and he's like, he's been doing his job and is busy, presumably. You know, I have no illusions that my meetings are like important and should be attended. I think, you know, he
Yeah.
can just slack me.
But your boss wants you to meet.
Yeah, my boss
So you
wants
set
me
up
to
a meeting.
be in the habit of meeting up with him, connecting if we need to connect.
Uh,
Wait, maybe I should keep this meeting at the same time. You know what? I'll keep this tab open. And we'll see if I continue to play this game for 7 hours or whatever. And then I can show up to the meeting and be like, oh, yeah, totally, yeah. Great. Oh, yeah, anyway. That's all to say that I poured myself some more wine. Because I'm on the, like, one... Actually, this is technically... Like, a mug of wine is like 2 glasses of wine. So I'm already reeling.
you unmugged me.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but yeah. I agree with whatever it was you just said.
I asked if you were 1 mug deep.
Oh, yes. And shortly, 2 mugs deep. Blueprints has been a bit weird of a life experience to have because I keep encountering like good sound design and thinking, that reminds me of Blueprints. And it's like, yeah, I guess. Among other things, Blueprints does have good Foley work.
Whoa. I didn't realize you could clip through these barrels. That's sick.
Yeah, because you're a ghost.
No, I mean, most things I can't clip through, but like these barrels for some reason. Fully maneuverable. Can't walk through the cannon, but I can walk through the barrels all day.
Ooh. Nice.
That's crazy. Seems like we should be something important here, but there's not.
Me when I regard my life. There we go. As I get worse and worse at solving these puzzles, the puzzle game becomes better and better.
Interesting. How does that work?
I'm like, whoa,
Oh, just because of
bro.
the wine.
Yes. I'm like,
Wine makes
whoa,
those
bro. There's really a lot of, like, interesting consequences about, like, space and adjacency involved in this game. Whereas I feel like they were kind of just like, well, here are some numbers on a grid. Fill them in. Bet you
Go
can.
ahead. I do.
Mark tiles that no number can reach as water. Once again, what the hell do you think I've been doing, Mr. Video Game?
Stay in your lane, Mr. Tutorial Man.
I do appreciate, like, I feel like some games try to tutorialize you way too fast. They're like, here's every mechanic in our game, and I'm like, hold on. Start. You gotta one at a time. Thank you. But this kind of just seems random, if I'm being honest. I'm being brought back to some time I spent in a hotel room. I was taking a trip, and just by happenstance, I was like, well, I'm here hanging out in this hotel. And I had a great time. Just attending to my various little pursuits. Whoa. Now this is a puzzle. Now they're showing me stuff that I would naively think, oh, I don't know, that doesn't seem possible.
Same.
Nice. Yeah.
But this game was made by Lucas Pope because I trust him and only him to make this game.
You know, he can speak ex cathedra.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you saying... Did you play Papers, Please? Is that where your trust of Lucas Pope comes from?
Yeah.
Okay. I never played that. It didn't seem interesting to me, frankly.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I also thought I'll just log on making some random little game for a handheld console for kids.
Oh, was it the Playdate? Are you talking about Mars After Midnight?
I am.
Based. But I was only interested in Mars After Midnight because he made Obra Dinn. And I was like, what's next from this luminary genius? Oh, he was like, it was really hard to make this game, and I'm just gonna retire. But I will make a funny little game for the Playdate, though.
Yeah, this game must have been similar.
It honestly, as games go, I think it was easy. It's just that games are hard to make.
Well, I mean, but like for one person. Like, and just like all the staging and the blocking of where everyone was and how things transpired, how to get the player from one place to the next.
Yeah.
It's all pretty impressive.
I remember from an interview, he was like, and then I set it on a ship because I thought, ooh, I can make a ship real fast. And then I was like, oh no, now I actually need to, like, make all the stuff happen inside the ship. No, that's still easy. Although, fun fact, the glossary about, like, what are the people on a ship, that was only added really late into development. You were just supposed to figure it out, I guess. Meanwhile, everybody I know is like, oh, let me consult the glossary on what happens in a ship, because I don't know what the hell is going on without that glossary.
I definitely consulted the glossary multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like looking up words because I didn't know the Russian words that we used.
You have an excuse. The rest of us just don't know what happens on a ship.
Yeah, well, that too.
I've read, the entirety of Moby Dick. I couldn't tell you most of those things.
Same.
Yeah.
I've read Moby Dick more than once, and I couldn't tell you.
Wow. You crazy for that one.
Am I?
No. I mean, how many years apart did you read it?
I don't know. Let's see, I guess I would have been like July 16 whenever the first time. That's probably like, I guess I was 21 or at the same time, so 5 years.
That's a reasonable amount of time. Even though I enjoyed it immensely, I don't really think like, oh, I should read that again. I'm like, nah, it's good. It's chillin'.
I think I'll read it again in like 3 to 5 years. 1 to 5 years.
Let me ask you this. Are you really intending on rereading it?
I wouldn't say I'm intending, I just expect that I will.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Why? What's your interest in rereading it?
I like it.
Ah, nice.
And I remember having a great time reading it the first time.
That's true. I mean, it's demonstrated its value to you. To be fair, so.
Plus, I have this really nice illustrated copy. Big hardcover illustrated copies.
How many illustrations does it have?
I don't know, 20 probably.
Okay.
Maybe. That's just a rough guess.
That's a fair amount.
I don't know.
You know, it's not
like
like
black and white etchings, so it's very
Yeah. I often like the two things I've recommended as being akin to Obra Dinn are not similar to Obra Dinn in story at all. So, did you I feel like I just disconnected and reconnected. How much of that did you catch?
It sounded like that to me too, but I didn't miss anything. So
yeah, the two things I recommend as being similar to Obra Dinn, up from one thing, which is the root trees are dead. I'm like, but if you like the plot of Obra Dinn, just read Moby Dick. Easy.
Yeah.
You know?
Or like probably a variety of novels from that time.
Yeah, that is true. But Moby Dick is the best one. Or so cultural knowledge tells me. You know?
Yeah.
There were a lot of adventure stories akin to Moby Dick. Joseph Conrad wrote a bunch of them, for example. Heart of Darkness. One that I can't say.
I read that one quite recently, actually.
The one that I can't say, or Heart of Darkness?
Heart of Darkness.
Ah.
I didn't know what you meant by the one you didn't say.
Oh. That's my humorous way of referring to the one that has the N-word in it. Ooh, it refers to the forecastle. Nice. Sorry. I was looking it up because I don't actually know the name. I just thought it was funny. I've never read it. I just thought it was funny that it had the N-word in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a fake literature girl.
Understand, aren't we all?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of literature. But I have to read drill tweets, so, you know. You gotta compromise.
Yeah. I really do wonder, like, how the heck am I supposed to know who this guy is that gets crushed in the very first part of the first chapter? Like, he's just some guy. How am I supposed to know?
What's happening? What's happening to him? Well, that's obviously part of it. Oh my god, there's a double-digit number here in the Sudoku grid. That's crazy. You're, I see. I guess this level was called Really, and I got an achievement for completing Really, because there was a double-digit number in there. You're the only guy I know who makes that noise, and it's a good bit to make that noise.
That's my PogChamp noise.
I see. I feel like PogChamp was silent when he made it.
Maybe.
You know? I don't know. I never observed the primary source. Excuse me.
I think some of my friends in real life make that noise, and that's where I got it. So then, maybe just in that. I didn't realize that wasn't like a normal thing people do. But,
it sounds extremely dramatic. Let me put it that way.
It's supposed to.
Sounds like your soul is being drawn from your body.
Okay, well, maybe that. Maybe it's not supposed to sound quite that dramatic.
But, like, I'm not saying it's bad. We all have funny habits from our friends, I think.
It's like, it's like when if someone does like a diss and everyone's like, ooh.
Oh.
It's just like a heightened form of that, basically.
Yeah.
But it's...
I mean, yeah, it is. That's true. What's the name of that video that's like a rap battle parody?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm not a rapper.
Yeah. I just broke up with my girl. Here's her number. Psych! That's the wrong number!
Yeah.
That's such a milestone. That's part of the Western canon. No one can explain why.
There's that one guy who does the face where he like pulls his skin down with his hands.
Jesus. What?
Oh, you know what? He's like falls across the screen, making weird face.
Oh yeah. He's like doing a pratfall. Is that the correct term for it?
I have no idea.
He's like pretending to fall down because he's so stunned.
Yeah.
I'm looking up the definition of pratfall. A fall on the buttocks. No, it's actually the opposite of that. He's like falling forwards. There's a bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna figure out who is this guy? You know, like, this man
who is it?
Appears like he could be of African descent, but I feel like it didn't work when I said he was maybe from Sierra Leone. So,
one of the things that Obradin taught me was how little I know about the stereotypical, or at least typical, names of various people from various countries, you know? Because I was like, this sounds like a weird name. Maybe this is from Sierra Leone. And it was like, nope. And I was like, oh, never mind.
Well, but it tells it. You don't have to like match the name to the country. It just tells you the country for each name.
Nice.
Unless he changed it.
No, he probably didn't change it. I just have very vague memories. Let me read you a post that I'd like to inter into the Western canon by one P.T. Barnum Shakes, as he is currently known. It's up to us to extend the Western canon to include great works like Homestuck, Mr. Boop, Spider-Man, Lights Out, and Drill Tweets. One of the funny things about that... Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought this whole time, for like 3 years or something, I thought he was referring to Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. But there's also I just googled it, and there's a short called Spider-Man Lights Out. It's a real thing. I don't know what it is.
I'm not familiar with either one.
No. Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark was the Broadway play version of Spider-Man.
Why this guy appears in the first two sections, and then doesn't appear, and then also in the third section, and then doesn't appear again until like way later.
That's what they say about me.
Where has he been that whole time? What was he doing?
Probably on the boat.
Like he should have been like working, like doing sailor stuff. Also, what a crazy thing. I don't know if this is like, I don't know if there's anything to be done about this, but you know, looking off the deck of this boat, I see a glimmering, shining circle in the water. I have a distinct feeling that that's like the shell that was sparkling from earlier.
Yeah!
But I don't know
figured
what
it
I'm supposed
out.
to do with that information.
You just fucking die, I guess.
Just die happy knowing I figured out that that's the shell.
Yeah. I don't really remember the significance of that. I would tell you spoilers for the ending of Return of the Obra Dinn, but I'm not gonna do that to you.
Maybe I should just watch the ending so that you can spoil it, because I'll have seen it.
Well, no, because I've seen the real ending.
So there are two endings.
Yeah, there's the ending where he's like, I don't even know why you stopped before you had completed the puzzle. And the ending where he's like, thanks for completing the puzzle before you stopped.
Oh, I still didn't think that was a real thing.
You just get on the boat!
But I don't want to get the bad ending.
You can get both endings, man. In fact, I regret not getting the bad ending before.
Wait, what's the point of getting the bad ending?
Just to see the content, right? Like, that's the whole point of playing the game.
But do I actually learn anything about the story that way?
You learn that when a guy asks you to do something and you don't do it, he's like, well, thanks for giving it a try, I guess.
Alright, fine. I hate to do it, but I'll get the bad ending. What if he patched the game so that it deletes my save after?
I'm pretty sure he didn't do that. I don't think he came out of retirement just to fuck with you like that, you know? I have no memory of this puzzle I was working on in this game, but, like, we roll with it, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna do the ending.
Okay.
I don't know how to tell him to leave.
You just, like, click on him or whatever.
Oh, okay. It's happening. The circle is shrinking.
I'm on the 4 standard drinks, and I was like, what the hell is that piano music? It's the music from the game I'm playing. It's not just the soundtrack to my life. Yeah, there you go.
A 23-page report? What the heck?
You wrote it, man! That's what you were filling out.
Oh, sick. I was concerned that this was what I got back in the mail.
Maybe it was. I don't really remember that much.
You're correct. Sure.
I think he just sent you, like, a letter. But it would be weird to call that a report.
Oh, well, I'm getting paid, like, different amounts for figuring out what happened to these people. That's crazy.
This is not really a spoiler. No, they're getting paid different amounts.
So, yeah, I haven't really fully read every single word of this document.
Well, then what the fuck are you doing?
It's in Russian. Okay, give me a second.
True. True. I played it in English, so I'm very chauvinistic about the how the game should be played.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all this, but
What's the point of playing the game, man? You know? Like, on the one hand, I'm kind of joking, but on the other hand, I'm like, what?
I'm gonna read some of it.
Okay, that's good
But
enough.
it's like, it's also 1 a.m. So it's
I mean, you put that on yourself. But also, I'm having a good time. You've entrapped me into drinking wine, so it's not like I don't endorse you playing it at 1 a.m.
I will not be taking responsibility for this.
Don't worry, I've already assigned it to you.
Like, what the heck does Quad mean?
You know I can't tell you that. You know I don't know. Oh.
This is what I go through. They have all these made-up words. Most people don't know how to read them.
It's crazy how like they speak a whole different language over there. Man.
Yeah, for real.
I'm looking
It's like they're
forward.
kind of...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm looking forward to when they stop having like, you know, the war, so that we can all go like, ah, we're so happy about you guys, instead of like, stop having that war though. You know?
Yeah.
I realize it's not the like, it's not really the responsibility of your average Russian person to stop the war, but anyway.
Yeah, I haven't really been blaming the Russian people
No,
in general.
that would be silly, because like, you know, turns out a lot of stuff happens, and it's really hard to like control it if you aren't a king or something.
Okay, so what I'm gathering very slowly as I piece together this foreign language is that I'm just lying on my
What? Nah, that can't be right. What are you lying about?
Well, I said the ship was damaged in a squall,
Mm-hmm.
and then it sank.
It did do that, I guess.
Oh, like after I got on the boat with the guy.
No. Wait. Oh. I don't remember well enough to comment.
Like, I feel like if the ship sank, I wouldn't have been able to get on it, look around it. So.
No, yeah, I guess it happened after you were on it. I guess that's the point of the storm, even though that seems pretty pointless to me.
There's some made-up place called Falmouth, which it's probably a Russian transliteration of English town.
Fair enough.
That if I remembered, it would not be a problem. Okay, so maybe I'm not lying. I didn't. This feels like I should have mentioned something about the damage from the giant sea monster, but I didn't want to mention that.
Oh, la-di-da. He wants to mention the giant sea monster, huh?
I mean, it did break one of the masts and have to be repaired.
True.
All cargo was lost. 5,000 pounds of compensation required.
Hmm. You know, it's pretty crazy how you can drink enough alcohol that you, like, forget who the hell you are. That's really something, huh?
Wait, what?
That's just what
who you are?
I keep like thinking like, what the hell am I doing? Oh right, I'm playing a puzzle game. Never mind. Right.
Dang, bro.
Continue.
That's a lot of alcohol.
That's the thing. It's like a mild amount of alcohol. It's a completely safe amount of alcohol, and yet I'm what the kids call disassociating.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let me send you an image that I think is apropos. Damn. Now I'm in one of those states where I'm like, wait, probably 3 years ago, I googled Spider-Man Lights Out and figured out it wasn't the same as Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
It's like turning off the dark with your lights on.
That's the point. That's the point of Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, which I've never seen, by the way. I have no idea what the hell it's about. But I've always... like, the fact that it has sort of a striking turn of phrase as its title has always drawn me to it. Also, a couple of guys died during its production, which is always...
I heard about that.
Yeah. That's, you know... that's one of those things that people tell me about. I don't really want to think about it myself. But it becomes a thing that people know.
Yeah.
I'm sending you funny images, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you enjoy funny images instead of, as any right-thinking person would go, say, I don't want these.
And yet you sent them to me. Curious.
On the off chance, John.
Oh, I thought it was because you know that I'm not right thinking.
Oh, fair enough. This puzzle was actually so easy once I alt-tabbed back to it, and I was like, oh, what if I just... yeah. The thing I was doing was the right thing to do.
It's a pretty funny cat photo where it's like inside the clamshell packaging.
Yeah.
There's holes for its tail and claws.
I guess it's just not very closed, this clamshell packaging.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. The longer I look at this photo, the more I'm like, okay, I guess this is like an older woman because her hand is weathered, but her fingernail is like stylized.
Oh, not that old. I mean, like...
well, that's why I said older and not old.
okay.
You know. And then like her...
because when people say older, I think old.
I can't deal with this euphemism treadmill, man.
I know.
You know? And then she's wearing like a ring on her middle finger, and I'm like, what the hell is that, man? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Why have you edited the meme word bubble onto a real photo? Is that a third party who did that? Where does the speech bubble come from?
Yeah, that's really mysterious, Mitch.
These questions will never be answered, by the way. I'm just gonna send you, like, a picture that happens to be adjacent to that in my collection, which is just a little kitten. Just a little kitten having a good time. The caption is, I'm the world's foremost apex predator. That's what makes it funny. But anyway.
You think that cat has no tail, or it's just not clearly visible from the table?
No, I think it's tucked underneath him. If I had to guess.
I would like to get a cat right now.
Yes.
Become desirous of a cat.
I'm always thinking about this. Like, you know Stanlos? Our mutual friend Stanlos?
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about his cats. I'm like, this is the main thing. Where are Stanlos's cats? Are they alright?
Wake up in a cold sweat.
I mean, I wouldn't be waking up in a cold sweat. You've seen the top image here. I'd be waking up in a looking at you dispassionately sweat.
Wait, what top?
Just the first one I sent you just now.
Oh.
You
So
know.
that's how you wake up.
Yes. There's a lot to be said for it, right? Like, think about it. You want to wake up in a cold sweat? Or do you want to wake up in a hello kind of sweat? You know?
I guess I don't want to wake up in any kind of sweat. Really.
It's okay. You can wake up in a sweat. It's fine.
I know I can, I just prefer not to.
Why? You worried about messing up your pajamas?
It's just uncomfortable.
Mm. I figure, hey man, if I'm waking up in a sweat, some part of me knows better than me. It's like, you gotta sweat. You gotta get cool. Take a shower later. It's fine.
It means I miscalibrated my blankets.
Wouldn't that be a hot sweat, though?
Well, I thought we were just talking about sweat, Joe.
I mean, the topic has come up. I'm not gonna shy away from the implications. Fuck. Damn. I'm thinking about my puzzle. Don't worry about it. This puzzle was good because it's avoided the main failure mode, you might call it, of puzzles, where I'm like, I could program a machine to solve this, you know? Like, technically I could do that, but there's more local state exploration than that would imply. I don't know, maybe after fewer half bottles of wine, I might think that was the case. How's Obra Dinn going, by the way?
I'm looking at words in the dictionary so I can read.
Okay. I mean, that's the point, right? You know? That's why you're playing in Russian.
Ready.
It's not like you were like, well, I'm gonna play in Russian, but I hope I don't have to look anything up. God, can you imagine looking something up in Russian? A fate worse than death.
Yeah. What do you think? It easiest weapons.
Sorry, could you repeat that a little bit?
What do you think Свидетельство means?
I think it means a Swedish brand of vodka. That is the closest word in my vocabulary. Svedka. Vodka.
No.
Fuck.
Means witness.
That's fair. I don't know what...
Or
Yes?
government certificate.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. I think Svedka just means, like, Swedish. So... But also, like... It comes from the Swedish word for Swedish. So, like, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Russians can't be held responsible for... whatever the hell the Swedish decide to... Ooh, interesting. Sveta in Swedish means Swedish. No, sorry. Sveta in Esperanto means Swedish. But in Swedish it means stinging, burning, a continuous sharp pain, like getting stung by nettles, rubbing skin with something until it is raw, or getting a sunburn.
Dang.
Yeah.
How it feels to be Swedish.
So true. So true.
Okay, so why does свидетельство преступлений, which would be like witness of crimes, be like the list of their crimes? Seems like should be like the witnesses of crime. But I guess it's like a certificate of crimes, but it's just like listing the things they did wrong. Which, by the way, I never was not part of the gameplay. It's just like included for some reason. Wow.
What are the crimes?
Well, for example, Captain Robert Winterl killed 4 of his crew members.
True. As far as I know.
William Hoskett.
Ooh. William Hoskett, man. I've never heard that game outside of Oberdin.
I don't know what to make of this comment.
What did I say? I feel like...
because there's a William Hoskett that you have heard of and you're being facetious.
No, that's like a very English-sounding name. If you told me this is an Englishman, I'd be like, yeah, alright. But I've never heard of it in real life, you know?
You mean Hoskett as a last name?
Mm-hmm. William.
Even like William Hoskett.
Obviously, fair enough. William, you can attach William to any name. It's almost like Jonathan, right?
There's an American basketball player named Bill Hoskett.
Oh.
So.
That rings a bell, but it might just be, you know, induced psychosis.
Oh, that was for Wilmer, not William.
What? My boy's name Wilmer Hoskett?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think... If your name is Wilmer, I don't think you're allowed to shorten your name to Will.
No, it was Bill. It was even worse.
Oh, okay.
Wilmer becomes Bill.
No, that's fine. Like...
Where did the B come from? Where did the second L come from?
Like, Williams are just like... Don't ask me why the hell my William name became Bill. You can get in on that if you want. I'm tempted to tell you a fun fact, but actually I shouldn't. So, never mind.
Well, okay.
I'll message it to you.
Okay.
It's not important. Don't worry about it. but I think it's an interesting fun fact.
I'm so curious.
Well, I'm glad,
What?
because it's not useful in any other way.
So curious why you're typing it instead of saying.
It would dox me a little bit. Don't worry about it. You know.
But it's not like this conversation's being recorded.
Oh, it is. Sorry, I don't know if I warned you about that, but I am streaming Nurikabe Wurld.
Oh.
It is being
I didn't
recorded.
realize that.
I mean, obviously,
Right.
nobody's gonna fucking pay attention to it, right? You know.
Well, I'm glad I didn't dox you, but I didn't realize we were alive.
My virtual name is undoxable, so because it is the name I continue to use.
But you never know when I'm gonna accidentally reveal.
Yes, this is true. I never should have told you my real name. Fuck. I'm just joshing. The first time I met our mutual friends, I just straight up told them my real name. We were all like weirdly tired from visiting. They brought me from the airport, so we were all just like, how you doing? Great. Next topic of conversation.
So what's your actual name?
I won't tell you.
No, I was saying like something someone might say on meeting an old friend.
I see. Yeah. I'm a flashy man.
When you mentioned our mutual friend Stanless, I almost said his real first name.
That's crazy. You almost said the word
No.
Stan.
Yeah. I don't know his last name though.
I used to know. I forgot about it.
A lot of people's names I don't know. But that's fine. I have plenty of time before I have to go back to the insurance company.
That's true. That would be a real sick joke for localization if they were like, yes, this guy's named William. Now figure out that he's named Bill, idiot. Got him. Got his ass.
Okay, one thing I don't know how to figure out, and maybe you figured it out. And if so, please tell me how.
Okay.
There's that guy who's like. Actually, wait, maybe don't tell me because I might still be.
Okay.
I might still be able to figure it out. But I'll tell you what I was thinking about. And okay, so there's this guy and his brother, right? They have the last name Peters. And one of them's like, hits the guy with the club. And he's like,
Mr. Club, they call him.
he's like, don't think I forgot you killed my brother.
Yeah. That's when they kill the Swedish guy. Or let him live. I don't remember.
That guy who was accused of killing his brother was, I believe, actually Danish.
Fair enough. These are all the same to me.
But, so, you can look through the list and be like, okay, two people with last name Peters, these are the brothers most likely we're talking about. However, how are you supposed to know which one's which? I have no idea.
Go off context clues?
Well, I didn't know if I could find the context clues.
Oh.
So I just guessed randomly.
Fair enough. I mean, there's a certain type of context clue that is pretty much just guessing randomly, you know? I'm so tempted to mention something that would dox me right now, but I'm not going to.
I'm like looking through this long report that I don't care about, full of a bunch of information I already
me when
figured out.
I'm doing my fucking job, I guess.
It's like, oh yeah, sorry I never figured out what happened to this guy. Wow.
Yeah, sorry this guy was a freaking loser, man.
It's like, oh yeah, Hamadou Diom. I don't know what happened to that guy.
Yeah. Also,
I don't even know who that was.
quick comment. Fuck that guy.
Not really relevant to the insurance claim, however.
Wait, no, he was on the boat, so he would be relevant to the insurance claim. Sorry.
I was saying that the derogatory comment about him was not relevant, but it was included nonetheless.
Well, wait, what is the content that is irrelevant?
When you were like, F that guy, I was like, pretending that had been included in the report as an irrelevant fact.
I see. Yes. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, so no insurance claim was made on his behalf because I don't know what happened to him.
Well,
Oops.
fucking died, man.
We can only assume. But maybe he lived. We don't know.
I gotta refer you. Wait, no, you're right. I was gonna say nobody survived the Obra Dinn, except actually many people did survive the Obra Dinn. It's an important plot point that many people were like, I see this Obra is dinning and I'm getting out of here.
Well, hey, I don't know if I'd say many people survived.
Several people survived.
Seems like I know for sure at least one person survived. Probably like 4. Maybe more. Sorry, but don't tell me spoilers.
I wouldn't do that to you.
So in a way, the total number of pounds that are being claimed for like the insurance or being paid out to various people is like my score for the game.
Yeah, in a way.
29,255 pounds probably indicates that like if I'd got 30,000 pounds, I would have 100%.
I mean, you can kind of like change that score without
Maybe like 35,000.
reference to how well you did at figuring things out. So it's kind of not really a score, but it is kind of a score.
What do you mean just because you randomly guess things?
No.
Oh.
You can just like change certain details.
Oh, because they get more payout for certain things.
Yeah.
Which could be considered correct. Like
Yeah.
if I say he got eaten by a monster, it might pay a different amount than if I say he like fell overboard.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not going to bother with that because I don't actually care about these people.
It doesn't really matter in any way.
I want me to put my signature so that I'm like verifying that all information
Do
is
it.
accurate.
Sign.
And that the matter is closed, completely closed.
Yeah.
Which I just don't feel right about doing.
Why wouldn't you?
That'd be perjury, because I know I'm going to go back and investigate for it. Wow.
Really makes you think, huh?
Henry Evans is going to be so disappointed in me. It's going to be like, what the heck, bro? Why'd you do it bad? You got so close to the end and you gave up. 1 year later, I get a response. Oh, dang.
Hail was slow, bro.
Whoa. New office setting. I'm in my office at home.
Yeah, you're in your home office.
I did not expect this location. Extremely satisfying. Insurance claims investigator. Eating well.
So true.
Enjoying a cup of tea. First moment when I saw the sea monster wrapping its tentacles around the ship, I was like, holy crap, this game is cooler than I thought.
Nice.
It's a good gamer moment.
A classic gamer moment.
Yeah. Senior Inspector, I'm writing to you with a sorrowful, something. Dr. Evans died of a chronic illness.
Was it from smoking weed?
But having received your package. Sorry, I'm
Package?
translating live.
Genitals? I'm just asking.
I don't know. It's as yet unclear whether he died from smoke.
Okay. I can work with this. I'm doing my own stuff here over here. Don't worry about me.
Only what the book wasn't completed to the end. Or the doctor was like, was somewhat satisfied. I don't know what that word means, but I guess reasonably satisfied with your success.
I'm so tempted to like confirm, but like I don't know. I don't speak Russian. I don't speak your version of Russian either. You know?
What do you mean by version of Russian?
Your understanding of Russian, rather.
The only way to confirm would be for me to look at. I just like look up what the English letter is.
Go ahead. Wait. No, you mean letter like missive. Never mind.
Like.
There's no point in doing that.
Why?
Who cares? Who gives a shit?
Well, I want to know if I'm reading this correctly.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, that's approximately what it means. If that helps. If it doesn't help, go ahead.
I guess I just look up individual words. Should know what's wrong. Yusma. Okay. It says he understood the difficulty of the task, and I don't know what that word means. But
Me neither.
He didn't think that. He didn't think basically that you didn't try your hardest to complete the work.
He got you there. He got you there.
No, he didn't get me there.
Oh.
It says he didn't think that I didn't try my hardest.
He didn't think that you didn't try your hardest. Okay.
So basically, he's like, you tried your best.
Fair enough. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, hi.
You're technically being recorded, just so you know. Although nobody cares or will look at it. And we're mainly just listening to John play Obra Dinn. Have you played Obra Dinn? It's a great game.
I tried for about 15 minutes and I got sick of the graphics getting in the way of the, inferring stuff. I'm sure it's good though.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's one of the greatest games they've made so far. It's see, the thing is, like, it is worse for figuring things out than if you could just see things for real. But it looks nice. So I'm like, it's pretty good though.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say hi. I'm gonna do some. The sun is rising, so I'm gonna go do yoga at the park. And then,
Yo.
So enjoy your game, and tell me if it's worth my time. I'll take your word for it.
How much time you got? Sorry, go ahead.
And what things do you enjoy?
Good point.
Do you enjoy like solving a mystery? You don't get to be like a cool like Pulp Fiction detective, but you get to be like a guy who's like, I've discovered a thing.
You like rooting around for clues.
I think Outer Wilds is the greatest video game of all time.
Oh, you should play Obra Dinn probably. I don't know, 50% chance.
I heard there's a mod that you can install for Obra Dinn that makes it higher resolution. So maybe.
That's crazy. That doesn't even make any sense to me. What would they do? What would they put for the resolution? There are only so many details in the models.
Well, the details are more modeled than you can see with the way that it's rendered.
If I made Obra Dinn, I think I would want to have twin characters that differ only by a pixel, and then and then you have to decide like Obra. Okay, how about this Obra Dinn but with stick figures?
Get out of here!
Identify people by looking at them because you can just the game identifies them for you once you get close enough. Or it doesn't tell you who they are, but it shows you who they are in the picture.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. That'd be pretty annoying without that.
Have a good day, boys.
Right, you too.
I guess he's gone now.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Alright. Well, anyway.
Oh, dude, the person writing this letter to me is one of the people who escaped as well.
Yeah.
It's Jane Bear.
Very cool.
And she's saying it's just the three of them left, implying the other three people.
Yep. Very good.
The other people on the boat survived as well. Which I can now use to cheat. And, yeah, fill out their fates.
Mmm. Nice. I should, like, continue solving this puzzle I'm theoretically involved in solving. We went on so many different digressions. An entirely new guy joined our conversation. Really makes you think.
Should we fill it?
Wow.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that guy's name.
Oh. You could say his, like, handle. Fine.
That's not what I was gonna say though.
Alright.
That's interesting.
It's funny to me how the Wikipedia page for Svedka identifies it as a mid-priced brand of vodka. It's like, you're a mid-vodka. It's like, okay. Anyway, it's a portmanteau of the words for Swedish and Sweden and vodka. So it isn't actually the Swedish word for Swedish.
Okay, but like the ka ending in Russian is just like a general diminutive thing you can throw on anything.
Nice.
So
there you go.
It would be like saying the Swede, sort of. What do you think spuchtanium means?
I think it means aluminium.
Not even.
Well, I'm through the intro of this game I was playing.
It means, like, you know, with respect. Like, honor, like, respectfully yours, or something like that.
Nice. I'll be back in a minute. Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Okay, so something crazy has happened.
What is it?
I finished the credits, now I'm looking at my saves again, and there are now 2 buttons. One says continue, and the other says return.
Whoa. I don't know what those mean. That's a very weird thing for them to say.
Most like the other save prior to finishing the game just said continue, but now there's a return added.
I don't know what it would mean to continue without returning. Or vice versa.
Find out. Oh, this brings me back to looking at the letter. I wanted to read the letter again.
Oh. Yeah.
Return to the ship.
I feel like people never really sorted out what it means for a video game with a plot to end, and it's been biting us ever since.
Give me the option to turn back time. It says explicitly, would you like to turn back time?
Whoa. You know, you could have it all, My Empire of Dust, if you were interested. You know, at your option.
I think I'm just gonna return to the ship.
Wow. Are you turning back time?
Yeah. I'll be able to put in space.
I love doing that.
Don't get the opportunity already. I guess let's see how this game.
Rick!
There's one of several other games.
True. You got me there.
Like Braid.
Mmm.
Figure out what the heck happened to all this traffic. There's a whole chapter I haven't unlocked.
Yeah.
But I don't know if tonight's the night.
I couldn't tell you. That's between you and your god, man.
Yeah.
I should mix my audio better. Frick.
Well, I guess I'll go back down to the Arlov deck.
Okay. That's fine by me.
After all, why not? Why shouldn't I go back to Anthony?
Yeah. I'm always saying this.
Is this door locked? Is that always been locked? Oh, I'm on the wrong deck. That's why.
Oh.
They're locked deck.
Hmm.
There's a cargo deck.
Yeah. The classic Oberdin emotion of thinking like, wait, what? This isn't how a ship works. What are you talking about?
Time to revisit when that one guy got shot.
Mmm.
That's well, I'm too much.
If I were him, I wouldn't have tried to get shot. That was bad planning on his part.
It's ironic because spoilers for anyone listening. Don't. Yeah. I guess we're a bit past that point.
Yeah.
This poor guy, he gets stabbed by a spike from a sea monster. He pulls it out, he runs away, he leans against a wall, safe. Then he gets shot through the wall.
Oh.
Because someone's shooting the monster and he happens to know.
Oh, yeah.
So messed up. Okay.
You know, ain't that just my luck, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure I got this guy identified right as the ship steward, but he seems more Indian than the other guy.
Ah, yeah, the Indian names were really... That was trouble for me.
Oh, he's wearing baggy pants, right?
Are you saying that Indians wear baggy pants? Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess they do, now that you mention it. It's a classic Indian thing to do.
What's messed up though is in this scene, there's actually no way to get close enough to identify the guy who's such a sort of. No.
You just gotta vibe it out.
Yeah, or I guess you can see who's in the scene in the book. It'll tell you in each scene.
Oh, really?
It's one other guy.
Hmm.
Because it's definitely not. But I don't know what this guy's name is. Who's this guy?
Steve McGillicuddy.
Is that right? Oh wait, doesn't he seems like he probably has to be probably Samuel Peters. Because I would expect that Nathan Peters' brother is also white.
Yeah. The two guys with the last name Peters.
But that can't be right, because he appears... No, he can't be, because he appears in the Dune chapter, which starts with Nathan being like, you killed my brother. So, what the heck?
Are you sure about the order those occur in? I don't know myself, but might be worth looking into.
Well, okay. It says he disappeared in the Dune chapter. I guess it doesn't say that he's in it. Yeah, no. He fully appears in the last section of the Doom chapter, and Nathan is accusing the guy of killing his brother in the first section of the Doom chapter. So, there's absolutely no way that this can be that guy. Oh, dude, you know what? I think I might be a dumb idiot. Okay.
Dumb idiot pilled.
Okay, so here's my theory.
Okay,
if we look... I'm going to go back to the source just for fun. Okay, so we look at this dialogue. He says...
Excuse me.
He says, "You killed my brother." Lars says, what? It was an accident. It was the ropes. Or it was the rope. And I was like, oh, he must have like been on some rigging and it like failed. Like, but actually, I think what happened was the rope that was holding the cargo broke and crushed Nathan Peters.
Yes. Yes.
But for some reason, I didn't realize that at the time. But I'm just going to go back and take a look at that there cargo scene just to make sure, even though I already basically know that that's what was found. The rest of the information.
Well, you're very fastidious.
This is how I make up for the fact that I guessed randomly which one was Nathan.
Wow.
Earlier. Yeah, so. Also crazy that one guy was just in a barrel.
Barrel boy, they're calling him.
And then the crew never found out. They were just like, well, let's put this barrel in storage. We'll
Yep.
get to it later. And then,
That's how it was.
that guy will not be getting an insurance payout.
What, just because he was there illegally or whatever?
Well, we don't even know who he was.
Oh.
He wasn't on the ship's manifest. Okay, so Lars is there, like, watching the rope break, but it's not like he's the one lowering the rope. I don't know. I was close enough where I come from. But say this guy is Samuel Peters. Oh my goodness, and he's right there, literally in the drawing. He's right next to his brother, and his brother's like with his hand giving advice. I feel like such a dumb idiot. I was like, who could this guy's brother be? What's the guy he's standing right next to? Wow, come on.
Really makes you think.
Really makes you think. Jeez, this other guy must be Alexander Boot, I would think.
Alexander Boot. Yeah.
Which means that this guy got shot by Alexander Boot.
Damn. You'd never live that one down.
And then the fact that I didn't just get through Faith Soul tells me it's. How else could this guy be if not Alexander Boot? Oh no, he could be the Clever Ocean, right?
I don't know what that is. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he runs the ship's door and like.
Oh, the prop master.
Running. Yeah, prop master.
Yeah. He could be that guy.
He could also be John Halls. So the doctor be talking to him.
It's remarkable how you can make up a guy just by coming up with a couple of names. Has anyone looked into this?
Like, wait, but who else could be Alexander Boot? Oh, I guess no. All these dark photos could be Alexander Boot. Okay, but like, I don't want to just like guess because I already tried it and it didn't work. I want to know like why is this guy? Why is this guy prop master not this guy?
Was he holding a prop at some point?
I don't know. He's been in like so many different scenes. It's hard. Like if I could hear him speak in a scene and hear him be like using a Scotch accent, I could be like, must be. But I don't know what he talks. He's in like 14 different scenes. I'm not gonna go. wonder if he speaks in his deaths.
I've realized there's a hint they were trying to tell me here that I didn't even parse until I had solved the puzzle.
Oh, I guess you didn't need it.
I don't need any of these hints. The hint itself is more puzzling than the puzzle.
Actually, this guy could be Charlemagne for all I know. Oh my gosh.
Wow. He was Charlemagne
He's wearing
the
a
whole
stripy
time.
shirt.
Yeah, like the French.
Of course, he's the French guy. He's wearing a stripy shirt.
You know how the French
Fancy. He's the clothes.
love their stripy shirts.
Okay, so what I'm learning is assistant boatsman does not get a fancy outfit, but the prime master does. That's what I'm learning.
Wow. You know, the one Oberdin puzzle I really remember is the fact that you can listen to a guy with an Austrian accent and deduce that he's Austrian. And I was like, yeah, good game.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't spend my... sorry?
Go ahead.
I didn't spend my life listening to Arnold Schwarzenegger and telling people, no, that's actually an Austrian accent, in order to not understand the Austrian, you know, whatever his boat title is in Oberdin.
Well, there are two, but I think you're talking about the boatsman. But the cannoneer was also Austrian.
Yeah. I mean, one of the guys is like... He's also like, God damn you, Frenchman. I love you. I'm dying now.
Yeah.
Cool guy. Yeah.
And you can be like, oh, I see his assistant boatsman is French.
Yes. As he's dying, his assistant is like, Zut alors! Something like that, you know? That's a French term meaning Zut alors.
Because the Frenchman isn't present, because people are like, oh yeah, he got torn up.
Well, you never can tell, huh?
My official report, I said he fell overboard.
Whoops.
Because, you know, he did. He just probably also got torn apart that we didn't see off screen.
Why didn't he get back up?
There's a sea monster.
Oh.
The board that he was falling over was like not the ship, but it was part of his boat, his lifeboat that he was in.
Hmm.
And then eventually, actually, I think the boat wound up being above him.
Hmm.
And
That one's tough. That's tough. Hey, say some stuff. I'm trying to balance my audio correctly.
all right, I was probably gonna say some stuff anyway. Now specifically requested, you can also say some stuff. Like, for example, how am I supposed to know which of these guys is from Sierra Leone?
Use your Sierra Leadar. Damn, you're so much quieter than I am, and it's crazy.
That's just a trick of the light.
I mean, I'm mixing the audio, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, we don't know what happened to Martin Parrott. How am I supposed to say his fate when his fate occurs in the hidden chapter? Maybe I have to say everyone's fate except for his.
Maybe.
Hard to say. Well, I can at least say that I know those people made it to Africa. Because in her letter she was like, "Where the Rocco? Don't contact us."
It looks like I can boost your audio in OBS to 200%.
Dang.
Finally solving the conundrum for the rest of time.
Dang.
Maybe? Say some more things.
I'm about to mark Davy James as being alive in Africa.
I guess that's okay. Yeah. There was, when I was playing Obra Dinn, there were a bunch of, like, islands, and they were like, where do you think they landed? And I was like, I have no idea. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't think they landed, frankly. Except for these people, obviously, who did land.
Okay. If you say so.
But yeah, I mean, it has like all these places where they might be alive still. It's like, well, it's likely none of them are any of there except for Henry Evans and his companions who made it to Africa. Spread herring locations I have to assume.
Bold.
So the steward and captain, we don't know what happened to him.
Down with the ship?
Like,
That's my guess.
Hold up. Here's the thing. It doesn't list where he died or where he disappeared, so that tells me something happened to him in the hidden secret chapter.
Ooh.
Similar to Martin.
Okay. You've convinced me.
But I should be able to do something with this Zumbizahi guy who got shot by the guy who turned out to be Charlemagne.
Okay. Oh, wait. I figured it out. Say some more stuff?
I'm just looking down my list, trying to see who else.
The classic OBS studio audio output mixing becomes its input has gotten me again, except I figured it out and have fixed it.
Yes.
And also, like, I can't even complain sufficiently about it because the reason it got messed up was because I was adjusting the audio mixing of other sources in the audio mixer. And so it decided to get mixed up. Because, you know, when you adjust the ratio of two things, it adjusts all of the ratios at once. And that's basically the size of it.
I just made a shocking discovery.
Ooh.
Oh, no, I have it in mind.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but I'm interested.
I said I made a shocking discovery, but then I realized that I was just thinking. So. Made a shocking discovery. Fair.
Well, keep me posted.
Oh, I will.
Good.
Don't you worry.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which of these guys came from Sierra Leone, even though I already know. Because I already tried organizing. But I don't want to just brute force it.
I see.
I want to deduce.
You gotta have a greater grasp of stereotype. You gotta know what the hell a guy covered in tattoos. You gotta know what that means in the context of like 18th century mariner culture.
No, that was the guy from New Guinea.
Exactly. Let me ask you this. You know Queequeg? You remember Queequeg? Our old friend Queequeg?
I do.
Where was he from?
I don't remember. Some island, probably.
Exactly. And yet he was covered in tattoos. That would be a clue if only we had remembered it.
I think that's literally how you're supposed to know who he is.
Wow.
Because how else are you supposed to know who he is?
I don't. Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
You see this guy, he's clowning around on the rigging. He must be Topman. He's not the Persian guy. He's not Chinese. He's not English. He must be the guy from New Guinea.
Bring me a man who isn't Chinese. That's what I'm always saying.
Like, I think of Sierra Leone as being a place in Africa.
That's generally how I think about it as well, I suppose.
And I think of Africa as being a place inhabited by black people.
Mostly correct. Yes, I agree.
I guess, I mean, as long as we're not talking about like coastal North Africa or something.
Yeah.
But like these two
Sub-Saharan
people,
Africa.
these two guys, they both look like different kinds of black guy, but I don't know which one would be from Sierra Leone, so I can't use that as just.
Yeah.
The other one's just, and the other one's English, so it's like, I just don't.
Yeah. You gotta really get up with your human biodiversity for playing Obra Dinn. And then I was like, I was not sure. When I was playing it, I was like, am I in good hands with Lucas Pope? Can I trust his 18th century opinions about what humans are like? Or do I have to doubt him and reverse engineer his psychology anyway? I don't know. Yeah. Wow, I've completed 100 levels of this pointless game.
I've completed like some number of levels this game.
There's only like one level of Obra Dinn. Maybe there are like 15 actually. Now that
Arguably, there are 4.
Yeah. What are they?
Top deck, cannon deck, Arlop deck, and cargo hold.
I don't really buy those.
You could even call the rowboat outside if it's.
I think every memory you go into, that's a level. Every
You could say that as well.
Yeah.
Totally plausible.
Thanks.
That would be much more than 15, though.